One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. Coming out with it, it's King. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Aggies offense will have the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So FIU's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you want to slow him down. Like, make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but he's going to get his.
Tight end now in motion. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Lets it go to the end zone. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Pulled and fired complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now they'll try the right side. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Bringing the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Dyer. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, FIU. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Purdue looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Boilermakers. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Heck of a showing. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Off the play fake. Fires on the move. On target to the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are. And they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man, it's Singleton. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin them deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's see what they do on third down. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands, it's Rodgers. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Panthers are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The give to the back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They're working that left side. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Rodgers. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense set on first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Pocket breaking down. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces 3rd and long. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get... Boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Reed. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Florida International. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Fielded in the end zone, it's King. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
They'll move the tight end. Just feeds the running back. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Singleton. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Stone. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. New Mexico State will kick it away to open this third quarter. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right.
There he goes! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, give on the inside. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. FIU set up with another first down. To the air, it's Dyer. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still...
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Panthers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running at it.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, FIU.
Amazing job and awareness by that defensive lineman, locating the football, catching it, and then turning around and scoring. They may want to start using this guy on offense.
Florida International, 35. New Mexico State, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's King. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a...
Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. The 50. The 40. Past the 30. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
You know, it's so unique to find quarterbacks that have these types of moves in the open field. You oftentimes find guys that can run very quickly straight line, but how about the shiftiness of this quarterback?
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Power football with the run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along toward him.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Hunt is on its way. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Stone. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Stone. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Touchdown, Florida International. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Grabbed in the middle, it's blocked. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled.
Lost one deep down the right side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Panther. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Rushes on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jet. There he goes. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one. First down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. It's on target and complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense now working in the red zone. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Snaps it in the shotgun. Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score. That score pushes this down to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. James Madison went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not set the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Dukes. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it.
And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll come out to the 25. Attempt at a return. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Finds the tight end. Quick step and go. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to move them on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting.
He's got it. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
After this, it'll be a wrap. They go to the ground. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game.